Okay, so I really haven't vlogged that much today, and everybody is already in bed. I had a meeting tonight and went to that, and so I thought that I would sit down for a minute and talk a little bit about, in my video last month, I talked a little bit about secondary infertility, and we have been trying to get pregnant for almost a year. I have a doctor's appointment this next Tuesday to talk to him about it, but I have been doing a ton of reading, like a ton. Like, you know, when you become almost obsessive with something because you just want it to happen. And the funny thing for me is I've never had problems getting pregnant in the past. So I am going to give you some tips as a woman to get pregnant. And in all of the reading that I've been doing, it was saying that like usually around a third of the problems are attributed to the female, a third are attributed to the male, and then a third of reasons that you can't get pregnant is kind of like unknown, like they just, it's unexplained. So obviously there's a lot of things that you can do as a woman to get pregnant, but I just wanted to share a few of my favorite ones. The first one is to have a healthy diet and to exercise, and that should seem like a no-brainer. You need to be at a healthy weight. I do honestly kind of struggle with healthy eating because I love to eat out and I love Coke, and sometimes I go on good eating kicks and I try to eat lots of fruits and veggies and that type of thing, but that's one thing that I definitely could improve on. Another thing that I was reading, if it's going to connect here, is taking a prenatal vitamin. And a lot of women think about taking a vitamin after they get pregnant, but it's actually really beneficial to start taking a prenatal vitamin even before. If you're in childbearing years, if you're alive, you should be taking a vitamin. That sounded kind of dumb, but it's true. We talked a little bit about being at a healthy weight so that your body can reproduce. Another one that I was reading about was detoxing and, you know, cutting back on sugar, which I'm really bad at, and drinking tons of water and kind of flushing all of those toxins out of your system. Another thing that I read, and it's funny that I would read this and then talk about it just a minute ago, is caffeine. Caffeine can actually inhibit your ability to get pregnant. And reading a statistic, it says that those who drink more than 4 cups of coffee a day reduce their chances of getting pregnant by 26%. Now, I am not a coffee drinker, I'm a soda drinker, but I don't drink a ton of soda. And I go in spurts with that too, where I'm really bad with it, and then I get better and I don't have a soda for a couple weeks, and then I kind of fall into bad habits. So if you are consuming a ton of caffeine and trying to get pregnant, stop. Don't do it. That's your PSA. Another one that I read about is having sex regularly. Not necessarily every day because you need sperm count to come up high, but you don't want to like not do it all month and then do it twice around the time that you're ovulating, because your partner will actually have less of a sperm count. So regularly, you know, 3-4 times a week. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure my husband's gonna be watching this and being like, okay, taking notes. Oh, the next one, this is super important. It is to basically know your cycles. So I am training for a marathon. It is in a week and a half. I can't believe it's so soon. And I've been running a ton, so my cycles have been kind of wonky. So I wonder if that's one reason that I have kind of been having issues. My cycles are normally very regular, 28 to 30 days, and they've been getting shorter and shorter, like 26, 25 days, like not a ton shorter, but much shorter than normal for me. And I've been tracking my periods for about 15 months, ever since I got them back after having my daughter. So 15 months I've been tracking. I had that miscarriage back in January, and then I got pretty regular after that. And so I've been tracking my cycle. It's really important to know your body, know how to recognize that cervical mucus around the time that you ovulate. Pay attention to those signs. Every woman is different. You know, you could ovulate as early as day 9 or 10, as late as day 20, depending on your cycle. I mean, those are kind of general times that you can ovulate. There is every exception to the rule. So know your body, know your cycle, know what to watch for, educate yourself. And yeah, the next one is actually something that I'm going to be doing, is visiting your doctor. Go get some labs drawn. I think they said if you are under 35 and been trying a year, go see your doctor. If you're over 35 and been trying 6 months, go see your doctor. They can prescribe medications to help you hyperovulate. I think that's Clomid. And they can do labs. They can see if something's off. They can see if there's something going on with you. And if there's not, at least you've ruled out that problem, that it's not you. There's other things that they can do, like shooting dye up into your fallopian tubes to see if they're blocked. All sorts of things like that. Also, your partner's health is important. Make sure that they are doing everything that they need to be doing to be healthy. Another thing that I was reading about was sex positions, and actually laying there afterwards to let the sperm get their swim on. Stress is such a huge thing, and it's so funny because when we were trying for Nova, I was super stressed about it, and I had an IUD taken out, and I don't know, I just wanted it to happen. And when I finally stopped stressing about it, I think it was like month 4 or 5, like we got pregnant. It wasn't a big deal. So stress can be a huge factor, and that's hard for me, especially when I obsess over it and my cycle. And I'm a serial tester. I like to start testing like 3 or 4 days before my missed period. Everybody's different, but hopefully these are a few tips that will make you, not make you, but hopefully get you pregnant. And hopefully I am there very, very soon as well. And yeah, those are some tips for you.